You talked yesterday a little bit about the guys coming back from injury soon. Kind of how do you withstand it until they get back? And do you have any updates on any of those guys and where they might be?
Yeah, we're still taking temperature for all the guys. They're all progressing in a good manner. We'll announce any moves for Tuesday, but Jason, Hayward, and Louie are all both trending in a very good direction. So we'll evaluate their work today, see how they feel tomorrow, and make decisions on Tuesday. And Locke and Jackson and Croney are going to head out and get some work in Arizona, which is encouraging.
How do you assess the last 4 games compared to where this team was at the start of the season?
Excuse me. Wrong pipe. Well, sorry. You got me, Jeff. Sorry. Hold on a second. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to unpack, right? I mean, so it's not as easy as we made it look, and it's not as hard as it is now, right? I mean, there's somewhere in between. What I say the difference is, look, I got to be better more recently. Players are doing everything possible to be prepared, compete, play the game. They're giving everything they possibly have, and no one's making excuses. Anybody needs to be better. The last couple of games, it's me.
In what way do you think you need to be better?
I don't know. Got to figure it out. That's my ultimate job.
What was your advantage on Tatis's throw, and how do you kind of put into words what he was able to do there, where his momentum is carrying him that direction?
He made a throw yesterday or the day before at 103, and he turned and threw without any momentum. And today, similar throw, elite athlete, elite body control, to throw from that angle to get turned with that much accuracy and velocity. It's really it's something that I know we appreciate, but gosh darn, we're seeing things that, at least in my tenure in 40-something years, 50 getting close to, growing up in a clubhouse, I haven't seen a lot of. Seen a few baseball games. Pretty amazing. That was a heck of a play.
Not a second guess, but just curious your thoughts on the sacrifice bunt by Iglesias.
Yeah, you can second guess all you want, man. That's all right. That's one of the things that Whitey always said. It's what the game is. Makes one of the things that makes the game great. Listen, go either way. They got the lefty on Wade. Wade's been swinging the bat at that point. We love our bullpen. We move the guy 90 feet, have a chance to drive and run. We know Uset is going to come in. He's tough on righties for Diaz. But we're scratching and calling for runs, trying to look for any which way we can. Iglesias swung the bat pretty well. But we took our shot to get 90 feet and give ourselves a chance to tie a ball game with a good bullpen.
And Coach, last night you talked a little bit about how you feel like the team kind of beat themselves last night. And I know it's game to game. Do you feel like that kind of happened today?
No,
or something different?
No, it didn't happen today. Listen, it's a good ball club. They got good pitching. No, I mean, outside the walk we talked about, what's going to happen to an opportune guy. No, not at all. And listen, the sky's not falling. It's like I said, it's never as bad as it appears. It may feel that way. I can tell you in this clubhouse, there's a difference between disappointment and like, oh no, we're disappointed. But I can tell you this with complete confidence, we're just fine. And this is part of a 162 game stretch. Things happen. Things don't go our way. We keep our head up. We move forward, and we'll be ready for Tuesday. I can promise you that.
I know Logan was placed in the IL. Is there any clarity on the severity of?
It's going to be a while. Yeah, I mean the degree of strain still determined. Mild, moderate, obliques. It's going to be a while. We don't make excuses on this team. We support the guys that are hurt, and we find a way to win baseball games. If you look back to the beginning of last year, look at our record relative to the rest of the league, including this year, I think you'd be pretty pleased that we've been able to do that regardless of circumstance. We'll continue to do that.